Hey, adrenaline junkies, welcome to Mind Shift, where the thrill never stops and the excitement is off the charts. Get ready for heart-pounding chases, jaw-dropping action, and the most intense moments ever caught on camera. If you crave the ultimate rush, you're in the right place. Buckle up and let's get that adrenaline pumping. On July 11, 2024, Chester County Sheriff's deputies conducted a traffic stop near J.A. Cochran Bypass and Columbia Road in Chester around 6:32 a.m. The driver, identified as Eric Bernard Jones, was found to have a suspended license. When asked to exit the vehicle, Jones fled the scene, prompting a police pursuit. Deputies pursued him through multiple streets until the chase came to an end on Ashford Road after Jones crashed his vehicle.
Step out of the car for me.
Okay. Hold on for a minute, man. Let me roll my window.
Sheriff's deputies in K9, Sammy apprehended Jones without further incident. A search of the vehicle led to the seizure of approximately 112 grams of suspected fentanyl, 56 grams of suspected methamphetamine, $4,373 in cash, and various controlled pills. Jones was taken to the hospital for injuries from the crash before being booked into the Chester County Detention Center. Charges: trafficking fentanyl, trafficking methamphetamine, possession of controlled substances, fleeing and eluding law enforcement. Justice outcome: Jones's attempt to escape failed, and law enforcement ensured his arrest. The law always prevails. Justice is inescapable. On February 1, 2025, Atlanta Police Zone 4 Crime Suppression Unit officers were alerted that a vehicle linked to an armed robbery in Hapeville was in their area. Officers quickly located the vehicle near Dodson Drive and Ben Hill Road. The vehicle initially stopped but then fled, prompting ACE unit officers to engage in a pursuit. The chase ended when an officer used a pit maneuver, bringing the vehicle to a stop. One suspect attempted to flee on foot but was quickly apprehended, while the second suspect remained in the vehicle and was taken into custody. The suspects were identified as 34-year-old Datavius Waller and 34-year-old Juwan McKinnon. Hapeville Police Department handled their arrests.
Senior southbound Fairville. Radio attempted pit. We're still southbound. We're going to be in front of the Georgia Council Convention Center. Show our name. 16 on call, 16 on call. Show our name. 16 on call, 16 on call. 16 on call, 16 on call. What? Stand by. Hold the penalty. Do not rush it. Hold the penalty. Do not rush it. Do not rush it. Get the ground. Get the ground.
Officers from Atlanta Police Zone 4 Crime Suppression Unit located a vehicle linked to an armed robbery in Hapeville. When stopped, the vehicle fled, prompting a pursuit. A pit maneuver ended the chase, and one suspect attempted to escape on foot, but was swiftly apprehended. The second suspect remained in the vehicle and was also taken into custody. Suspects: Datavius Waller, 34, and Juwan McKinnon, 34. Charges: armed robbery, fleeing and eluding law enforcement, resisting arrest. Justice outcome: both suspects were arrested by Hapeville police. The law always prevails. Justice is inescapable. On July 15, 2024, at approximately 7:18 p.m., the Omro Police Department, assisted by the Winnebago County Sheriff's Office, responded to a disturbance involving a weapon in the 300 block of East Main Street. Upon arrival, officers learned that the suspects had fled the scene in a vehicle. The investigation revealed that the incident stemmed from a Facebook marketplace transaction where a 65-year-old Omro man attempted to sell a car. When the suspects arrived, an altercation broke out, during which one suspect brandished a firearm. A struggle ensued, resulting in the victim sustaining a gunshot wound and additional injuries. Following the altercation, the suspects fled the scene, but were quickly located by law enforcement, leading to a multi-jurisdictional pursuit.
Tires is gonna be westbound on Johnson. Stay tuned up.
Authorities pursued a U-Haul truck on I-41 carrying 2 armed robbery and shooting suspects. Despite tire deflation devices, the vehicle continued southbound on shredded tires. After evading multiple stop attempts, a pit maneuver spun the truck out, but the suspects kept resisting. The K-9 deputy ultimately forced the U-Haul off the road, leading to their surrender. A loaded firearm was recovered. Suspects, identities not disclosed, charges, armed robbery, attempted murder, fleeing and eluding law enforcement, reckless endangerment, justice outcome. Both suspects were arrested. The law always prevails. Justice is inescapable. On August 27, 2024, Flagler County deputies were alerted to a stolen 2018 Ferrari 488 Spider fleeing from St. Johns County. The driver, 19-year-old Jonathan Costa, wanted for an armed home invasion in Rhode Island, led authorities on a high-speed chase, reaching over 100 miles per hour and narrowly avoiding crashes. With assistance from Florida Highway Patrol, I-95 and US 1 were briefly shut down and stop sticks were deployed. The pursuit continued through a school zone on Belterre Parkway, prompting a temporary lockdown at nearby schools. Deputies eventually lost sight of the vehicle, but continued searching with aerial support. Through investigative efforts, detectives uncovered that Costa had a friend residing on Royal Palm Lane in Palm Coast. Suspecting Costa might be hiding there, a be on the lookout alert was issued. At approximately 4:30 p.m., Chief David Williams located the stolen vehicle behind the residence on Royal Palm Lane, partially covered with red and blue tarps. However, the vehicle was still clearly visible from the roadway. Deputies set up a perimeter around the property and called for Costa to exit. Costa eventually emerged from the residence and was apprehended without incident. He was arrested as a fugitive from justice out of Rhode Island on charges related to entering dwelling with felonious intent, using a firearm in the commission of a violent crime, and conspiracy in connection with a home invasion and vehicle theft.
Where's Logan? Not here. I have no idea where'd you drop him off at? Escort that subject back. Put him in your vehicle. He's not here. He's not in Florida. All right. Except for gonna say. Escort him back. So. Copy. What's that? You want to link up with them, Jess? You want to link up with them?
You want to give me your key fob and you can stay with searching them?
Well, I'll do it because I gotta get more cuffs anyways.
Costa was arrested without incident and charged with fugitive from justice, Rhode Island, entering dwelling with felonious intent, using a firearm in the commission of a crime of violence conspiracy related to home invasion and vehicle theft. Costa is currently held without bond at the Sheriff Perry Hall Inmate Detention Facility. The investigation continues and additional charges may be pending. Costa's accomplice, Logan Slezak, later turned himself in to authorities in Rhode Island. The law always prevails. Justice is inescapable.
Got charges all across the East Coast.
Alright. I'll shut the radio off. Alright.
On June 12, 2024, at approximately 5 p.m., Zone 5 officers responded to a shooting at 142 Joseph E. Lowry Boulevard, Northwest. During the investigation, officers discovered that 4 male suspects in a blue Tesla were directly involved in the shooting. While canvassing the surrounding area for the suspects, Zone 5 FIT officers observed a vehicle matching the suspect description near the intersection of 10th Street, Northwest and Techwood Drive Northwest. Zone 1 and ACE units responded to the area to provide additional monitoring and assistance.
Westbound on the Whitehall, coming up the Oak. Long lanes of travel, gonna be going 70 plus, still on Whitehall. Heavy traffic over here, y'all. Heavy traffic over here. Almost 41, we are still south on Whitehall, crossing over RDA. Heavy traffic over here, y'all. Heavy traffic over here. Almost 41, we are still south on Whitehall, crossing over RDA. 60 miles wrong lane, travel here, back on the right side. Green State. Light traffic over here. 41 team, you're gonna touch man. They just crossed over Lee. Still on Whitehall, you got heavy.
Switch to the other zone. Phoenix should be the only one talking on this radio.
We're still on Lee. Fully road, spinning out. He's gonna be, we're on Lee. He just gained control, Spinning out. He's gonna be, right on Lee. He just gained control, regained control. Continuing on Lee. The vehicle is slowing down. Still with it. Just stopping in the middle of the intersection. The vehicle has stopped.
After a recent shooting, ACE units were authorized to pursue the suspect vehicle. The APD Air Unit provided real-time directions as the chase continued on Lee Street. Southwest, the suspect lost control and the driver fled on foot, leaving the 2 passengers inside, who were quickly detained. After a brief foot chase, officers captured the driver and found a firearm hidden on him. The driver and passengers were arrested, and the 4th suspect was later apprehended outside the jurisdiction.
Don't you move, I swear to God.
Hey, are you good?
Stand by.
I got a question.
Go.
I got a question.
But it's not question time. It's not talking time. Any guns in the car? Come over here. Scoot, I don't give a fuck what you gotta do. Let's go.
Authorities pursued 4 suspects involved in aggravated assault and battery. Despite attempts to stop them, including tire deflation devices, they continued to flee. A coordinated effort led to their capture, with firearms recovered during the arrest. Suspects: Kentavious Campbell, date of birth August 2005, Elijah Griffin, date of birth February 2007, Isaiah Grimes, date of birth January 2002, Jaden Chapman, date of birth August 2000. Charges: Kentavious Campbell, aggravated assault, aggravated battery, firearm. During felony, eluding police, reckless driving, Elijah Griffin. Aggravated assault, aggravated battery, carrying pistol under 18, Isaiah Grimes. Aggravated assault, aggravated battery, firearm. During felony, convicted felon with firearm, Jaden Chapman. Aggravated assault, aggravated battery, firearm. During felony, felon using firearm. Justice outcome: all suspects arrested. The law always prevails. Justice is inescapable. On December 17, 2021, at approximately 14:11 hours, while patrolling on Hiram Sudi Road near Old Sudi Road, I observed a blue Dodge Charger with white racing stripes traveling at 84 miles per hour in a 45 miles per hour zone. I turned around, activated my emergency lights, and began to catch up to the vehicle. As I approached the Charger near McClung Road, I saw it abruptly swerve from the eastbound lane to the westbound lane and pass another vehicle in a no-passing zone at a high rate of speed. I notified dispatch that I was preparing for a pursuit, and as I continued to follow the Charger, it struck a school bus and left the roadway, crashing down an embankment.
I need to let you go.
Hiram City headed to Bill Carruthers, blue Mustang, white racing stripes, 1080. Bad 1050 in the school bus, bad 1050 in the school bus. Hands up! Hands up! Hands up! Hands up! Y'all sit tight. Sit down, get behind the windows. Give me units 1018, EMS 1018. Hands up! .684 Paul, give me some units. Pull the bus down. Pull the bus down. Hey, tell them to pull the bus down.
Oh, 234, you can copy ASA.
I'm holding the car at gunpoint. There's no movement. I can't see in the car. I need other units. He hit the back of the school bus.
You can copy your 1020.
It's 684. I'm on Hiram Sudi. I think it's 2814 address. 2814 Hiram Sudi. I'm right here, 2804, 2804 Hiram Sudi.
1045, are you cleared? 2804 Hiram City Road.
Get the county rolling this way.
104433, you cleared at a gunpoint. It's 10-4.
Have EMS 1018. I don't know about this school bus.
You 10-4.
Put your hands up! Do you hear me? Good dog. Good dog. Don't move! Do you hear me? Put your hands out the window if you can hear me. If you reach for something, I will shoot you. Do you understand me? Is there any guns in the car?
As police officers approached the crashed Dodge Charger, they gave verbal commands to the driver, Isaiah Raphael Frank, to put his hands up, but he did not initially respond. They instructed the school bus driver to move further down the road for safety. Shortly after, the officers heard Mr. Frank say, "I'm sorry." He admitted there was a gun in the vehicle and that his 5-year-old daughter, Jada Frank, was inside. The officers instructed Mr. Frank to remain inside the vehicle until backup arrived. Once Paulding County deputies and trooper truck arrived, they directed Jada to exit safely. Mr. Frank then complied with commands, crawled out of the passenger side with his hands visible, and was placed in handcuffs without further incident. EMS was called to check on the 2 school bus passengers who reported knee and head pain. Jada Frank was transported to Scottish Rite Hospital for evaluation.
How y'all want to approach? Got multiple pilot units 23, multiple pilot units 23. We're fixing to try to start extracting out of the car. I think we can get them out of this passenger side.
Cover that side! Cover that side!
Move back around on me, son, so we don't get crossfire.
Open that door! Hold on.
Hey, do you hear me in there? Who else is in the car with you? Is anybody hurt? The first one, where's the passenger at? Have her climb forward with her hands up and come out this passenger side door. Yes.
Passenger's coming out.
Slowly come out. Come out, girl. You all right? You walk right up here to this man in the brown shirt, okay? And you be okay. You're fine. 10-4, we're trying to get him out of the car.
Why'd you do that, man? Over a speed ticket.
You see all them kids? That bus is loaded with kids. Get over here to the front of this car. Jump right here. You got anything on me? Don't fucking stick me, stab me, anything like that. Let me grab the glove. Watch me for just a second, okay? Call 39 on radio, 39 on radio. Let me see what we got, yeah, and I'll let you know who info we need to call. I think everybody's okay for the most part. Yeah. No, I was trying to catch him. Good? Yeah. Come around that curve too high.
You got any gloves?
Yeah.
As soon as I started coming up on the lights on, he's going to go around for fast.
Authorities pursued a suspect in connection with felony fleeing, reckless driving, and firearm possession after a high-speed chase. The suspect, Isaiah Raphael Frank, attempted to evade law enforcement, driving at 84 miles per hour in a 45 miles per hour zone, illegally passing another vehicle, and ultimately crashing into a school bus. Despite verbal commands, Frank initially did not comply but later surrendered. His 5-year-old daughter was safely removed from the vehicle. A loaded Glock 27 was recovered. Suspect, Isaiah Raphael Frank, date of birth unknown. Charges: felony fleeing and eluding reckless driving possession of a firearm. During a crime justice outcome, the suspect was arrested and transported to Paulding County Jail. The firearm was placed into evidence. Thanks for riding the adrenaline wave with us here at Mindshift. If you're craving more heart-pounding action and edge-of-your-seat excitement, stay right where you are. We're just getting started. Hit that subscribe button and get ready for more mind-blowing moments coming your way soon.